Let's take a little pause here. I want to talk about our Facebook page because that's where most of our news and the links we talk about in the show and further discussion of the characters takes place. It's at facebook.com/Star Wars in character. And we do get a lot of good discussions going there. We got a lot of great posters, a lot of posters from around the world with Star Wars Celebration Europe having just passed. We've gotten some news from people at the event and people that are hearing news reported in Europe first before it got here. I mean, eventually when you get Star Wars news, especially at a celebration, it's like wildfire, but we did kind of feel like from time to time this weekend, we did get a little bit of an inside scoop a couple minutes before everybody else. But
it takes a village.
Yeah, I guess it does. So it's fun. I mean, a lot of funny people on there, a lot of interesting posts and further discussions beyond the podcast about a lot of these characters. So check it out. It's facebook.com/Star Wars in character. So, all right, we're moving on to another prequel character.
What in the hell is that? Wait, turn it upside down.
I wonder if Chris ever noticed that. We have to make sure Chris doesn't long enough for Chris to see.
Did Chris design that character?
Is it better if I do it like that? Okay. Anyway, no, enough of that. So you don't know who this is. No one knows who this is until we did this episode. That's not true. I take it back. I'm sure people knew who it was. But his name is Lama Su. It was from Attack of the Clones.
That's why I don't know
which I know you saw because we saw it together. But he was. You may remember the planet that was entirely made of water, where the cloning facilities are, where there was like a billion little Boba Fett's.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't remember. It doesn't matter. He's part of the cloning facility. I know this one's a losing battle with you, so I'm not even going to try. So, in fact, I mean, it's probably no secret that anyone's listened to the episode, and you probably know just from talking with me, Dave, and Chris that collectively, it's Attack of the Clones is our least favorite movie. Even Tim has said it's his least favorite movie. And leading into this clip, we even talk about on this clip that the backstories from Attack of the Clones pretty much suck too. So here is a clip from episode 30 from the episode Lama Su.
But here's the kicker.
It gets better
after Count Dooku. Okay, and Matt, you're gonna love this.
Oh God! Every time you say that, I'm starting to cringe now.
You know,
I hold really tight to the arms of my chair. Go for it.
After Count Dooku killed Sifo-Dyas, he decided to keep Sifo-Dyas' body, and he had it cryogenically frozen. So he was basically like a Walt Disney Jedi. Now at this point, he's in the chamber. He's being frozen.
Oh boy!
So he freezes him. I don't know why he chose to freeze him, but he uses him later on. When General Grievous is so horribly injured that he needs to have his cybernetic enhancements to keep him alive, Count Dooku thaws out Sifo-Dyas and uses Sifo-Dyas' blood in a transfusion to keep General Grievous alive.
So General Grievous is part Sifo-Dyas.
General Grievous is part Sifo-Dyas.
They both have an S in their name.
That's ridiculous.
And
and
Dooku presented Grievous with Sifo-Dyas' lightsaber. So the first lightsaber in Grievous's collection is Sifo-Dyas. Sifo-Dyas' lightsaber.
Don't believe it.
You know what?
A lot of this was...
Wait, didn't Grievous know that all he needed to survive was a lucky talisman?
That was Jubnuk.
Would have heard last week.
Oh, because that happens in the future. This is prequels. Okay.
So yeah, Grievous's lightsaber collection started with Sifo-Dyas' lightsaber.
I kind of like that.
That's actually not.
I don't mind that aspect.
That's funny that you say that, Tim, because I actually am more tolerant of that than the first half of the story you told about Mr. Syphilis or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't mind that he had a Jedi blood transfusion. If we're going to go with the scientific, the midichlorians and everything, it would make sense.
Yeah.
That's Grievous is so adept with this. So that actually makes sense. That whole bullshit with Dooku and
What, freezing his body and all that?
Well, yeah, keeping the body for no apparent reason.
Well,
it just
not that we're going to know about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But just even watching this again, when Ewan McGregor gets there, and what did you say the girl was called? You know her name.
Tanwi.
She there's like this very awkward introduction, and those big salad spoons come down and they sit down.
Yeah, that was.
I was like, I remember seeing it the first time and even seeing it today and just being like, my head was spinning because I don't understand it. And even if this was the case and it was this big mystery, these guys are Jedi, right? How about little CSI investigation, follow the money and find out who Sifo-Dyas was? Wouldn't you be able to uncover this whole plan with just a little bit of investigation?
Well, what I think is actually worse is that he just comes waltzing in and the Kamonians just start spilling everything without any explanation of who Obi-Wan is. Not like, who are you? Did Master Snuffleupagus send you? No, they just start telling him everything.
Yeah, no ID check, no.
Yeah. They're very giving of information.
Here comes Jesus with a lightsaber. Yeah. Let's tell them everything there is to know.
Or maybe that's part of their pompous attitude. They're just like, they like spilling off, showing what they know that you don't know, and it actually works to their detriment. Any of those names from that story ring a bell? The Sifo-Dyas, Grievous, or Dooku? And imagine Dooku probably kind of
Dooku,
did.
yeah, I think that's
kind of a big deal in the second movie.
Was that Christopher Lee?
Yes,
oh,
that's
okay.
what I was going to say.
Okay.
That I was going to say next. So I mean, you probably at least recognize him from who the actor was.
Yes.
Okay, so that. Well, at least there was something in there you recognized. All right, let's move on. These you should. Maybe you do, maybe not by sight, but you would know the names.
Are those the Tonka sisters?
Tonka, yeah, Tonica sisters.
Oh, Tonka.
Yeah,
Okay.
I tried to make a Tonka joke in this episode. I think it went everyone's head, or it wasn't a very good joke, which is probably more the same. But one of them you played. You played one in the Christmas special, and I think that one. I'm not even sure which is which. I'm not even sure which one you were specifically. I think I just separated names for the credits. But anyway, yeah, you played one in our Christmas special, our 2012 Christmas special. And did you ever notice them in the movie that you recall? Do you know what movie they're from? Let's ask that. Can you figure out what movie they're from, and then maybe we'll ask the second question.
Empire.
Nope. So, no, you didn't notice them. They're in A New Hope.
No.
Okay, they're one of the many different people, species, aliens in the cantina, that famous scene. You do know that scene, right?
Yes,
okay,
I know the
right.
cantina scene.
Well, you're not alone, because until researching this episode, Dave didn't know who these, not didn't know who they were, but never noticed them. So, from episode 31 about the Tonica sisters, here's more about how Dave never noticed these characters and the opinion he's quickly formed while just recording this episode.
I'm still confused why anybody is interested in these girls. I mean, other than them being attractive girls.
That's about it.
Like, that's it? Is that why you think, why did people vote for them? Because I don't understand their purpose. To me, they're basically like to the cantina what Pinky and Leather Tuscadero were to Arnold's.
You're right.
Like, they're just there to throw a couple of chicks into the mix. I don't understand. Why? What do you think? Other than the sex appeal, what is the appeal?
Maybe because in the Star Wars universe, I mean, it's just Leia and Padme, two girls. I mean, that's about it.
That's true.
So you toss in these hotties.
That's a good point. I mean, Mon Mothma was nothing to write home about.
I forgot about her.
So,
although the Mon Mothma in the prequels was okay.
She's very attractive, that one. I forget who played her, but lovely.
No, I seriously had no idea that these people existed until Tim put it up there. What's Tonica? Is that their last name?
That's their last name. Yeah,
it's a set of toy metal trucks.
Bria Tonica and Senny Tonica, and Bria is the one in the blue. Senny is the one in the green. I think Senny is the more attractive of the two. Just looking at this picture that's on Wikipedia,
she is the green.
Yeah.
Well, from
at least in that picture, but they're both, smoking hot chicks.
A Wikipedia photo here that was altered. They both need to shave.
Ow. Eesh.
From the waist down, they've added some hair on the legs. Let's just put it that way.
They've got Gamorrean pelts
What other way are you going to put that?
the actresses that played them, Chris mentioned Christine Hewitt. She's the one in the blue. She played Bria. She was a model and actress, and her and Angela Staines, the one in the green, were actually friends. And they responded to a casting call for tall blonde women. Blonde, yeah. Which is weird because both of them are wearing the space wrap on their head, and it is the exact opposite of blonde. But Christine Hewitt, she's been in a bunch of different big movies actually, as mainly like background characters. She was in Die Another Day, Superman 4, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and
Star Wars.
Yeah, and Star Wars. Yes, but the ultimate background character.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I never notice them, because especially when you're a kid, you're concentrating on all these cool aliens, some cooler than others, and then these two chicks are on. You're like, come on. I don't want to see that. I want to see something different. I don't need to see Cher with a weave. I want to see something interesting. And to me, they're not interesting. They're just there. They're pretty, but
they're eye candy. That's it.
I'm not watching Star Wars for that. I'm watching Star Wars for the amazing things that these guys can do, not slapping some wigs on some pretty girls.
Now, if George Lucas was to do a new edit and could digitally insert Greedo faces on them, how would you feel about that now?
I would enjoy that. Because to me, it's more interesting.
Yeah.
And I never noticed this until like you guys have pointed stuff out about the cantina, about how there were different shots done, and Matt has mentioned this several times, and I'm a big fan, and I can't pick this stuff out like you guys do. You said that you can tell this was shot sometime and this was shot another time with some window in the background.
Yeah. You still haven't noticed that?
No, I have no. To me, I still watch it like I'm 4 years old, and that scene still is like spellbinding to me. And I can't tell, other than the addition of like taking out Lax Sivrak and sticking that other tusked alien in. You know, I can't tell. I mean, to me, it looks the same as it did back then, and I don't notice things like that, like you guys do. I mean, I guess other people do because they voted for these girls, but I swear to God, I didn't know they were even in the movie.
Wow. So we said, like Dave, you probably didn't notice them, or at least remember them. We probably didn't notice them.
No.
So, but did you know when we recorded the Christmas special? Did you know who I was talking about?
Nope, still didn't know.
Okay, all right.
I haven't watched it since the special. I'll have to watch it and see. No, I'm not going to.
Okay, so like Dave, you're pretty much not knowing anything about these characters until hearing this episode.
Pretty much, no.
Okay, but he's still a little bit ahead of you because you only heard a few minutes of it.
That's true. That's true.
All right, let's move on. This is the Band-Aid we got to pull off on this episode.
Oh, that encourages
yeah,
me.
You don't. There's not a chance you know what this guy's name is.
He kind of looks like the Oompa Loompa guy.
Like
the actor that did the Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, it's not him though. You're right. I never noticed that.
He does look like him.
What is his name? I can't remember now. I'll have to look it up. But I know who you're talking about. No, we didn't even notice that in the episode. But no, that's not the actor. The character's name is Evan Peel, and we've done. Up to this point, 99 episodes. We actually have done 120 separate episodes, including specials and interviews. None of them are as bad as this character. I mean, we did what we could with this episode, but the material on this is absolutely terrible. This might be the worst character in the Star Wars galaxy.
He looks really boring.
He is boring. And it was pretty painstaking to go through this clip to find something to make a clip out of, but I did. And as you could probably guess from the way I preface this clip, this is pretty much complaining about how much his character sucks. So, from episode 32, here's more about the unlikable Evan Peel.
Isn't that a part of the original Cartoon Network, or the original?
The knighthood for Anakin?
Yeah,
that's in the animate. I don't know what you would call it. Yeah, the micro series. That's in the micro series.
The Samurai Jack thing. Yeah. There's an episode where they cut off his braid and all that stuff. That was pretty cool.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
Yep.
Was Lemon Peel or whatever this guy was he in the Samurai Jack cartoon series?
Yes,
he was.
Emma Peel.
and I don't remember how his voice sounded, but he does appear in that. He was voiced by a voice actor by the name of Darren Norris. And I know Chris will recognize one of his other characters. I looked at what he does, and he's most famously known as the voice of Cosmo on The Fairly Odd Parents.
I am so fucking bored with this episode. I mean, Tim, you're just yapping, and I don't give a shit. I want to talk about his fucking scar and his fucking ears.
This might be one of the most boring characters we've done yet. I mean, it's tough competition against Chancellor Favort. I can't even say his name. I'm so bored with him.
Laboratory. I think that his ears are bigger because when you go blind, other senses get bigger and stronger.
Look at you.
I think his ears grew bigger because of his fucking one eye.
You came up with that.
One-eyed Willie. Baby! Road.
This is, to me, one of the worst looking characters in the entire saga. And it's not because of the ears as much, but that hair.
That ponytail up the top.
He is just a trick. Right?
He is.
Like, this looks to me like if you can go on, like, do, like, online gaming and make your avatar, and you can just pick, I'm going to pick these ears, this eye, this hair, and this skin color, and whatever it comes out, like, that's my guy. That's what this looks like. This is just the mess. And Matt said it, it's like, this name it sounds too normal, Evan, which is a kind of a, you know, I don't want to say anything, but it's very much like Emma Peel from the Avengers. It's almost exactly the same. Like, there's just nothing about this character that's attractive at all.
And there's like 1,000 masks of him out there, like actually really professionally made masks you can buy. Why? Who wants to be him?
Yeah,
there was a mask marketed for this guy.
Yes, yeah. When I was doing my research for the site, that's like in almost every result of combination of words I put in, somehow this mask, I don't know who made it, would come up. It's like, well, probably because they were way overrun back in 1999. They're still trying to ditch them.
I saw the same thing. There's tons of masks for, you know, Coppa Feel.
I'll agree. I think he's a pretty lame character in general. They've never really been able to make him cool in any way. I know he does show up on that Tartovsky series, and he actually showed up in a pretty popular story arc on the last season 3 of the Clone Wars, and it was the Citadel trilogy episodes.
That's when I really began to go, ooh, who's this guy? Like, those scenes and those episodes were really cool.
He's cool in that, but not that great. These are the episodes that introduced the animated Will Huff Tarkin, voiced by good friend of the show, Stephen Stanton. But these are those episodes that brought in Tarkin, and I think that's why people pay attention to these episodes, because of the introduction of Tarkin, not because Evan Peel is in them.
Oh, speak for yourself. That's why I watched them. I was like, ooh.
Well, my son watched at least one of the ones that he was in, and I asked him what he knew about him, and he said on the show he was cranky. Like, that was the personality. He was like kind of like a cranky little dude.
Well, if you were on the Jedi console with Mace Windu and Yoda, you'd be pretty permanently pissed off yourself too. I'll get the shit there. I go home. My wife's yapping. I can't talk there. Where the fuck do I get to talk? Nowhere. All right. Well, that brings us to our halfway point. So we've earned this break, or at least you have. So
that was, even his name is boring.
Yeah, it is.
Everything
it's Evan
about
Peel. Yeah.
He could just be the guy down the street.
And his skin color is kind of the color of the why are we still talking about it?
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm just gonna move on. We got through it. So we're at the halfway point, and what we usually do at the halfway mark is we do some behind the scenes. And I mentioned the ArTmor project. Christmas has become pretty big for our show and for neozaz.com in general. We have our annual toy drive. We have this ArTmor project going on. We did the 2012 Christmas Spectacular last year. We're doing another one this year. And we're also doing a third pretty large project on top of the ArTmor project and the Christmas Spectacular, which can't even really hint at until we get that rolling. And I almost hinted what month that was. You could probably figure out what I was going to say, but anyway, that's all I can say about it. But the what's interesting, what really started the Christmas special part of this was just a really, really simple conversation. It's one thing that someone said and snowballed so fast, and we were lucky enough to have it on tape, because a lot of things we've done, we've discussed on air, but wasn't recorded. This was. So here from about the late fall of last year is how the Christmas special came together in this behind the scenes clip.
So do we want to do Lizard, Durlin, Battle Droid?
That sounds good, Tim.
Okay. So just say whatever you want for the Lizard.
Do we want to do anything for a holiday this year? A holiday special thing?
Maybe we could just do a audio commentary.
We'd have to watch it again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there another Christmas type thing?
I only asked that because I've been cleaning out some files and I see I have a copy of the holiday or the Christmas album.
Christmas in the Stars.
We could do. How about those?
We could.
Ewok movies.
I would have to get those on DVD. I don't own those.
Yeah,
What is that holiday record? What is it? Like it's like the actors?
It's
Tim probably knows. Yeah, I was gonna say Tim. I'm sure knows.
Yeah,
more.
it's
No.
Anthony Daniels as C-3PO throughout the whole thing, and it's got like all these songs. But the thing that's famous, well, other than it being Star Wars, is it's the first ever released recording of John Bon Jovi. He sings on it. His brother produced it.
Right.
And I tried to get in contact with Tony Bon Jovi last year about it.
Bobbity movie.
Yeah, it's only a bunch of movies.
So maybe I'll send another request out to him and see if we can set something up with that dude.
Is that the only like official Christmas Star Wars thing?
I think so. Yeah.
There's Lego movies.
Yeah.
Those are Christmas? They have a
No.
Christmas one? Oh.
Trying to think other crap
I
that's
was
out
thinking
there.
like the Lego Advent calendar and stuff. Trying to think of Christmas stuff. They had those greeting cards, the one with Yoda with the stuff on his back, but that's,
Yeah.
I mean, are we going to talk about a card?
Just go one by one through all the Lucasfilm holiday cards.
Cards, yeah.
Are the songs funny? Or are they
It's kind of the same thing as the holiday special where it starts out like stupid, and then it's like 45 minutes later you want to like drill your brain out.
We could do this is the stupidest idea I ever thought of.
Yeah.
Put all four heads together, and we could write our own Christmas carols,
Oh, God.
like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but change it and just make up our own Star Wars thing and sing it.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. It's frightening, but not bad.
If we could get like really corny karaoke music to lay down.
In the background or something.
like-
Bum bum.
We could write a whole episode like one of those 80s Christmas specials where you're sitting we're in Dave's in his cabin in the woods and we stop by with our Christmas carols for him.
Dave will be Dean Martin. He'll just slowly get more and more drunk as the show goes on. Hey, fuckers.
That's so upsetting.
I'm dreaming of a Hoth Christmas.
Little old wine drinking me.
That's good. Dreaming of a Hoth
Of a
Christmas.
Hoth Christmas.
Yeah, like a variety special.
Yeah.
Just see that tauntaun running in the wampa chasing that thing.
And then you play a Tauntaun sound effect. Yeah.
If we
Solid
we could
gold.
probably get
Sir. And one of the songs could be a Hanukkah. It could be freaking Watto. Oh, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
Chance cube, I made you out of clay.
Yeah.
We gotta start writing some songs. We got
That fucking douchebag cheats.
Hey, what do you know? It's about friend of Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
There's a
Are you
there's a
bringing
red nose.
We could
out
have
there.
Lando do a Kwanzaa song.
Not yet.
Who has a red nose in the Star Wars world?
A red nose?
Yeah, like a red something.
I don't know.
R5D4, the Jedi robot. No, too many syllables.
Red nose. We we'll just pick our favorite characters and somehow it'll be funnier the more awkward it is. We gotta do a Porkins thing.
Oh,
Like-
my God.
Like
Run, Porkin!
all I want for Christmas is some fried chicken.
yeah.
I like the run Porkins.
I just got that, yeah. Run, run, Wilro. You gotta get the computer core.
That's better. Run, Wilro.
We're gonna be writing down these songs.
Yeah, run that down.
Some with Porkins being jolly.
I'll start looking for karaoke Christmas music too. That shouldn't be too hard. That should be very easy to find, actually.
Or we say like, Porkins got run over by a reindeer walking home from KFC one day.
Yeah, we just all think it's like just go through Christmas songs and we'll just like mess around with it and see what we come up with. That's a good idea.
See that?
That is a good idea.
Run, Wilro.
Yeah, I got 2 months on to think of some songs, write some songs, some lyrics.
It's the Star Wars in character Christmas Spectacular.
We could have Han Solo sing a song.
That's my Wat Tambor singing Silent Night.
Thank you.
Holy night,
All is calm.
all is calm.
Can we have Queen Amidala and Anakin Skywalker singing Baby It's Cold Outside? And baby, it's cold outside.
I really must go, Anakin.
Baby, it's cold outside.
That's actually really funny.
All right.
That's a keeper.
I gotta Google. We gotta all Google like every Christmas
Oh,
song.
you just made my workday so much more bearable. Thank you.
Oh yeah, this would be fun to do at work. Maybe printing out lyrics.
I can't wait for the reception to say, "Someone print out the lyrics to Grandma Got Run Over the Reindeer." Nope.
Nope.
I'll take it. I'll take it to the recycling bin now.
I'll throw it away.
Who would
Don't worry.
do that?
I don't even want to announce it. I just want it to be released.
Do it.
Yeah. Just have an episode out there.
Yep.
How many songs are we talking about? Like on a thing, like 12 or something? Like
I don't know. What do you?
Come up.
Do you
Yeah.
want? Do you want to? I love the idea of writing it out like a cheesy old '80s special where we each stop by and sing a song, and maybe y'all do one together or do duets as people are crossing over.
I do like that.
Yeah,
And then
We should
and
probably
then-
do that sooner than later.
Yeah,
because that sounds like it's a lot of work to edit.
Oh, you gotta start writing music.
Write it down, Bach.
Chris, you gotta do one for that damn song you love with the
What's that?
butterfly kisses guy. That Christmas shoes.
Okay.
Oh God, that's the most depressing song on the face of the earth.
Chris knows that song.
Oh, dude, I've heard the song man in years, man.
Well, tonight, thank God it's them instead of you.
All right, ready?
There are his guns.
You're a
There
mean
is-
one, Mace Windu.
You're a bad banana.
You're a tall, bald black man with a leather wallet that says "Bad motherfucker."
That's funny.
Can we be nasty and raunchy with these songs?
Hell
Why
yeah.
not? Have you not listened to the past episodes of the show? I don't think
Yeah.
it'll shock anybody.
Nipples, dicks, and pussy. Nipples, dicks, and pussies.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, cock. You gotta think of a person in there.
You could do Blue Christmas, but something with blue titties. Endless possibilities.
Yes, but Tim is correct. We should probably decide sooner than later exactly what to do and start.
Well, I'm going to do Finis Valorum.
That's awesome.
That's the one I really want to do. I could probably figure something out with Padme. Did you know?
I'm doing Run Run Wilro. God, if I can only say it, I'll do it.
Run, Wilbur.
Run Run Wilro.
Bespin's about to explode. I want to do. I saw Luke kissing his sister.
Dave, I got one thing about this special before I forget. I'm looking through Christmas specials, and there's that famous duet between David Bowie and Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
We got to do David Bowie and Bill Cosby.
Peace on her.
We got to do little Jedi Boy and singing about Zet Jukasa.
That's a good idea.
No.
I enjoy hearing that, mainly because I forget how much actually. I forget two things. I forget how much actually made it to the very end, and I also forget some of the ideas that just kind of
Fizzled.
slipped. That's true. Some fizzled, but some were good and just slipped away. We just never got around to it. Like the Porkins thing. never came back around. Porkins was in the episode, but we could have done more with that, and it just slipped by us. So maybe in the next one, the Run Run Wilrow was something that made it almost to the very end, but then in the last
recorded
minute,
it, too.
I recorded it, and it's a very difficult song for me to sing and say. It's like a bit of a tongue twister for me, and it wasn't as funny as what we ended up doing, which was I Fucking Love Wilrow Hood. So that was a change, like in the 0 hour that came out.
Yeah.
For the better.
Oh, definitely. Because I kept hearing you. Actually, you actually wouldn't let me stay in the house when you were recording.
Nope.
So that
I can't sing. I can't sing when people are around unless I'm, no, I was going to say, I do it on the podcast, but it's when you're not home. So, yeah. The Bill Cosby, David Bowie scene, which we knew that we're going to do something. That ended up changing to a poem, but that was cool to hear that we had that idea in that initial brainstorm. And the Amidala and Anakin thing has been real popular, and that was actually, I think the intention was just to sing the song in those monotone voices, but we ended up actually writing a parody again for the better. So that's cool. I'm glad we got that on tape, and I'm glad we were able to share that.